Hello, Rerum Cognitio family. Welcome back to another fascinating exploration of the human mind. Today, we're delving into a topic that's both intriguing and, at times, unsettling. Cognitive dissonance in dark psychology. Alright, let's start our journey into the intricate world of cognitive dissonance. Imagine a scenario where you hold two conflicting beliefs or attitudes. It's like trying to travel in two opposite directions at the same time. The discomfort you feel in this situation is what psychologists refer to as cognitive dissonance. Now, let's break down the term itself. Cognitive refers to the mind, our thoughts and mental processes. Dissonances is a musical term describing a lack of harmony, a clash of sounds. When we apply this to psychology, cognitive dissonance describes the mental discord we experience when our thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes conflict. To make it more relatable, think about a person who values health but struggles with quitting smoking. Their desire for good health clashes with the knowledge that smoking is harmful. This internal conflict creates a state of tension, pushing the individual to resolve the inconsistency. The reason cognitive dissonance occurs is rooted in our innate desire for consistency. We strive to maintain harmony within our thoughts and beliefs. When faced with conflicting ideas, our minds seek resolution to reduce the discomfort and restore cognitive balance. The concept of cognitive dissonance was first introduced by psychologist Leon Festinger in the 1950s. Festinger's theory suggests that when we experience inconsistency, it becomes a psychological drive to align our beliefs and actions to restore a sense of internal coherence. Understanding cognitive dissonance is crucial not only in psychology, but also in our everyday lives. It significantly influences our decision-making processes. When faced with choices, we tend to lean towards options that align with our existing beliefs to avoid the discomfort of dissonance. So, whether it's choosing between healthy living and smoking, or grappling with decisions that challenge our core values, cognitive dissonance is a constant companion in our lives. Now that we've established a foundational understanding, let's explore how this psychological phenomenon intertwines with the darker aspects of human behavior in the realm of dark psychology. Now that we've laid the groundwork for understanding cognitive dissonance, let's take a deeper dive into the world of dark psychology. It's a realm where manipulation, exploitation, and the strategic use of psychological tactics come into play. Dark psychology explores the darker facets of human behavior and the ways individuals may employ these strategies for personal gain. So, what exactly is dark psychology? At its core, dark psychology encompasses a range of strategies and tactics that individuals, often with malicious intent, use to control, influence, or harm others. It's the study of the more sinister aspects of human nature, where individuals may employ psychological manipulation to achieve their goals. To better understand dark psychology, it's essential to recognize the common traits found in individuals with dark personalities. These traits may include Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy. Those who fall under the umbrella of dark personalities are often skilled in the art of manipulation and deception. One key trait is Machiavellianism, named after the political philosopher Niccolò Machiavelli. Machiavellian individuals are characterized by their cunning, deceitful nature and a willingness to manipulate others to achieve their objectives. They're strategic thinkers who prioritize their own interests above all else. Next, we have narcissism, a trait associated with an inflated sense of self-importance and a constant need for admiration. Narcissistic individuals may exploit others to fulfill their own desires, lacking empathy for the feelings and well-being of those around them. Finally, psychopathy, which involves a lack of empathy and remorse. Psychopathic individuals are often charming and charismatic on the surface, concealing a callous and manipulative nature underneath. They may use deceit to achieve their goals, indifferent to the harm caused to others. As we explore dark psychology, we'll encounter various tactics employed by those with dark personalities. These tactics can range from subtle manipulation to overt coercion, all aimed at gaining control and power over others. Here's where the connection to cognitive dissonance becomes particularly intriguing. Dark personalities may skillfully exploit cognitive dissonance to maintain control over their victims. By creating conflicting beliefs or inducing internal conflict, manipulators can make individuals more susceptible to their influence. So, as we delve into the intricate interplay between cognitive dissonance and dark psychology, keep in mind that understanding these concepts is not just an academic exercise. It's an exploration of the ways in which our minds can be vulnerable to manipulation and the importance of developing awareness to safeguard ourselves from such tactics. Now, in this segment, we're delving into the unsettling world of real-life examples where cognitive dissonance is strategically manipulated within the realm of dark psychology. These examples shed light on the tactics employed by individuals with dark personalities to control and exploit others. First on our list is the notorious tactic known as gaslighting. As gaslighting involves the deliberate manipulation of someone's perception of reality to make them doubt their own thoughts, feelings, or sanity. Perpetrators of gaslighting create a dissonance between the victim's experiences and the false narrative they present. Imagine a toxic relationship where one partner consistently undermines the other's memories or perceptions, making them question their own reality. This constant manipulation induces cognitive dissonance as the victim grapples with the conflict between their experiences and the gaslighter's distorted version of events. Another dark psychology tactic is projection. This occurs when individuals attribute their undesirable traits, thoughts, or emotions to others. It creates a dissonance between the victim's self-perception and the projected negative qualities imposed upon them. Consider a workplace environment where a manipulative colleague constantly accuses others of being untrustworthy while engaging in deceitful practices themselves. The victims experience cognitive dissonance as they try to reconcile the false accusations with their integrity, creating a psychological imbalance. Next, we have guilt tripping, a manipulative technique aimed at making individuals feel a sense of guilt or shame for actions or decisions that are entirely reasonable. Guilt tripping exploits the dissonance between the victim's justified choices and the unwarranted guilt imposed upon them. Picture a family dynamic where a manipulative family member uses emotional manipulation to make others feel guilty for pursuing their happiness or independence. This creates cognitive dissonance as individuals grapple with the conflict between their legitimate aspirations and the imposed guilt. Moving on, love bombing and devaluation are tactics commonly observed in toxic relationships. Love bombing involves overwhelming someone with affection and praise, creating a strong positive bond. However, it is often followed by devaluation, where the manipulator diminishes the victim's worth, creating cognitive dissonance between the idealized and devalued perceptions. Imagine a romantic relationship where one partner showers the other with love and admiration initially, only to later devalue and criticize them. The victim experiences cognitive dissonance as they try to reconcile the stark contrast between the initial idealization and the subsequent devaluation. These examples illustrate the intricate ways in which cognitive dissonance is exploited in the realm of dark psychology. Recognizing these tactics is crucial for developing awareness and protecting ourselves from manipulation. Now, let's delve into the emotional and psychological impact these strategies have on the victims who find themselves entangled in the web of dark psychology. One of the first and profound impacts is the erosion of self-confidence. Victims subjected to manipulative tactics often experience a relentless assault on their self-esteem. The constant contradictions and invalidations create a dissonance between their self-perception and the negative image imposed upon them. Imagine someone repeatedly told they are incompetent despite their proven skills and achievements. This dissonance between their capabilities and the manipulated perception can lead to a gradual loss of confidence and self-worth. The emotional toll of cognitive dissonance manipulation is substantial. Victims often find themselves in a constant state of emotional turmoil. The conflicting messages and manipulative tactics create a roller coaster of emotions ranging from confusion and frustration to anxiety and sadness. Consider a friendship where a manipulative friend alternates between extreme praise and harsh criticism. The emotional turmoil induced by this manipulation can leave the victim feeling on edge, uncertain of the stability of the relationship. Manipulators may strategically isolate their victims from support networks, fostering a dependence on the manipulator for validation and guidance. This isolation creates a dissonance between the victim's desire for connection and the limited relationships the manipulator allows. Picture a situation where a controlling partner systematically distances their significant other from friends and family. The victim experiences a conflict between their innate need for social connections and the manipulated belief that dependence on the manipulator is the only path to happiness. Victims often internalize the manipulated narrative, leading to pervasive self-doubt. The dissonance between their beliefs and the false narrative imposed upon them can result in a distorted self-perception, making it challenging to trust their instincts and judgment. Think about a workplace scenario where a manipulative colleague consistently undermines a team member's contributions. The internalized self-doubt creates a dissonance between the individual's competence and the manipulated belief that they are a burden to the team. The cumulative impact of cognitive dissonance manipulation can have long-term psychological effects. Victims may struggle with trust issues, anxiety, and even symptoms of post-traumatic stress. Recognizing and addressing these effects is a crucial step toward healing and recovery. As we navigate through these profound impacts, it's essential to emphasize the path to empowerment and healing. Recognizing manipulation, seeking support, and developing resilience are key components in breaking free from the psychological chains of dark psychology. Now, let's shift our focus to a crucial aspect: how to protect ourselves from falling prey to these psychological traps. The first line of defense against cognitive dissonance manipulation is cultivating self-awareness. Take the time to understand your values, beliefs, and boundaries. This self-awareness acts as a shield, making it harder for manipulators to create conflicts within your cognitive landscape. Regularly reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and actions. This self-awareness will make it easier to spot inconsistencies and potential attempts at manipulation. The second line of defense against cognitive dissonance manipulation is to empower yourself with critical thinking skills. Question information, especially if it triggers an emotional response. Manipulators often exploit emotions to create cognitive dissonance, so being able to critically assess information is a powerful tool. Fact-check information, consider alternative perspectives, and don't hesitate to seek additional information before accepting a narrative. The third line of defense against cognitive dissonance manipulation is establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries is crucial. Clearly define what behaviors and interactions are acceptable and unacceptable in your relationships. This clarity helps prevent manipulators from pushing you into situations that create internal conflict. Communicate your boundaries assertively and be willing to enforce them. Remember that setting boundaries is an act of self-care, not selfishness. The fourth is trust your intuition. Our instincts often pick up on subtle cues that our conscious mind may overlook. If something feels off or inconsistent, honor that feeling and investigate further. Pay attention to any feelings of discomfort or unease in your interactions. Trusting your intuition is a powerful defense mechanism against manipulation. The fifth is build a strong support system. Having trustworthy friends, family, or mentors provides an external perspective and a sounding board for your thoughts. They can offer valuable insights and support when you're navigating challenging situations. Regularly check in with your support system and don't hesitate to share your concerns. A collective perspective can help you gain clarity. The sixth is knowledge is a formidable defense. Educate yourself on manipulative tactics commonly employed in dark psychology. Understanding these tactics enhances your ability to recognize and resist them. Stay informed through reliable sources, books, and discussions. The more you know, the better equipped you are to safeguard your mental well-being. Now, we're delving into inspiring real-world examples of individuals who have faced cognitive dissonance within the realm of dark psychology and emerged victorious. These stories shed light on the resilience of the human spirit and offer valuable lessons for us all. Let's start with the remarkable story of Elizabeth Smart. In 2002, at the age of 14, Elizabeth was abducted from her home. During her captivity, she experienced intense manipulation and gaslighting from her captors. Despite the psychological torment, Elizabeth never lost sight of her identity and maintained a strong sense of self. Elizabeth's story teaches us the importance of holding onto our core values and sense of self, even in the face of extreme manipulation. Next, we have Sarah Edmondson, a former member of the Angzivium cult. Sarah experienced coercive tactics, manipulation, and cognitive dissonance within the cult. Ultimately, she played a crucial role in exposing the organization's dark practices, helping others break free. Sarah's journey reminds us of the power of resilience and the ability to break free from manipulative environments through courage and determination. Jeffrey Wigand, a former tobacco industry executive, faced a moral dilemma when he discovered that his company was knowingly selling addictive and harmful products. Despite facing immense pressure, threats, and attempts at character assassination, Wigand became a whistleblower exposing the truth about the tobacco industry. Wigand's story showcases the strength required to confront cognitive dissonance in the pursuit of truth and ethical principles. Shahida Arabi, an advocate for survivors of narcissistic abuse, shares her personal journey of overcoming gaslighting and manipulation in a toxic relationship. Through her writing and advocacy, she empowers others to recognize and break free from abusive dynamics. Shahida's experience emphasizes the importance of education, self-awareness, and community support in overcoming manipulative relationships. These real-world examples illustrate that overcoming cognitive dissonance in the face of dark psychology is possible. Whether it's through resilience, exposing the truth, or seeking support, individuals have shown that it's possible to break free from the chains of manipulation. As we part ways, I encourage you to continue the conversation in the comments. Share your experiences, insights, and questions. Our community is a space for mutual support and understanding. Your voice contributes to the richness of our discussions. Subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notification bell to stay updated on future explorations of psychology, resilience, and personal development. Our journey doesn't end here. It evolves with each topic we explore together. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Your engagement, curiosity, and openness make Rerum Cognitio channel the vibrant community it is. As we navigate the complexities of the human mind, remember that knowledge is a powerful ally. Use it to empower yourself, to uplift others, and to foster a community of resilience and growth. Until we meet again, take care, stay curious, and embrace the journey ahead. This is Rerum Cognitio channel, signing off for now. Goodbye!